Jason, what's up?
I'm about to move to a new city that's roughly 2 or 3 hours away. And while I'm excited about starting a new job and going to a new place and moving out of my parents' house for the first time away from my hometown, I'm also nervous about it. Basically, I'm just looking for advice on, how to kind of reestablish community, friendships, stuff like that. Basically, I'm moving away to start a new job.
How old are you, man?
I'm 27.
What?
Yeah.
Jason,
Yeah,
you're
kind of a
27
late
asking
watcher.
me how to move out of your mom's house? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Why are you still living at your mom's house at 27?
Well, so basically, I had a full-time job, but I didn't really feel comfortable moving in with roommates or things like that.
Why not? Why not? Why not?
Well, I think it was just because of the security of it in a way that I've enjoyed. And
so hey, we got to drill down in this, man. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Okay.
So
No, you're good.
You had a full-time job. You're doing grown-up things, but you liked the security of your mom's house to the point that you didn't want to have roommates. You didn't want to split the rent. You didn't even want to have your own apartment. So when you say you liked the security of your mom's house, is that warm meals? Does she tuck you in? Does she sing to you at night? Like, what do you mean? You like the security?
No, I think it was just a thing of like, I feel like I have trust issues with other folks, and
where does that come from?
In all honesty, I feel like I don't necessarily know per se.
Does your mom love having you at home?
She does. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is your dad there too?
He is. Yeah.
Does he love having you live at home? As an almost 30-year-old man? Or is he just mutter around the house, just shuffling his feet in his slippers, just going, that boy. Or does he just love you having you?
Kind of the latter, yeah.
Okay. And was your mom somebody who was overly involved in your life? Is this new?
Yeah, I mean, I would say my mom and I were definitely closer than me and my dad, for sure.
So, I mean, if you're almost 30, just now moving out for the first time, yeah, I mean, I guess I can see that this is going to be weird for you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited about it. It's just I'm nervous about it to a whole new level, you know?
What led you to finally cut the umbilical cord and take a job 3 hours away?
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things where I felt like when I woke up on my birthday this past year, I just realized I didn't want to be 30 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to be living at my parents' house forever, especially when I have like friends of mine that have moved on with their lives. And like, I didn't want to be that guy,
Okay. So people call my show for hard truths, brother. So I'm just telling you, you super are that guy. You already are. Okay. Now, you can work to become that guy, but right now, I am just telling you, you are that guy.
Yeah.
So until you've lived in another city or in another house, in another one-bedroom apartment for a year, you're that guy, okay?
Yeah.
And so you woke up one day on your 27th birthday, and you just had this like, what am I doing? And you started applying for jobs. You got a job 3 hours away. What field do you work in?
So I work in process management.
I don't even know what that means, but it sounds like you manage processes, so that's good.
Yeah.
And you're going 3 hours away. Have you already got an apartment? You already got a house?
Yeah. Actually, what's funny is I actually just moved the other day. Yeah.
Oh, so you're here all by yourself in your big boy house?
Yeah. I've hit the ground here. So.
Okay, so Jason, like, how have you been sleeping? And I'm not making fun. I'm being serious. How have you been sleeping?
Yeah, so I feel like I've been sleeping well. I think it's one of those things where it's like the excitement of it has kind of hit, but also it's just one of those things where I'm nervous about, rebuilding community with friends that I know here and stuff like that. So, yeah.
So, I'm going to do two different things here, okay? Number one,
Okay.
I've had my fun at your expense, right? And it sounds like you're good-natured and you get it, right? That you're 27 and we're still living with your mom. You even woke up one day and were like, dude, what am I doing? Okay? So, now everyone listening to this, whether they are mowing the lawn, walking through Target somewhere, they are doing whatever it is they're doing, and they are smiling and or laughing that there's a guy who's 27 who just moved out of his mommy's house for the first time. So there's that, okay? And then there's also part two here, which is the very real fear and nervousness. And so I want to tell you, I'm high-fiving you. I'm proud of you for making this jump, okay? And I don't want to minimize the fact that it is weird and it is hard. Okay? Yeah. So here's a couple of things that I had to do recently. Now, I didn't move out of my mom's house. I haven't lived with my parents for a long time, for a couple of decades, but I did leave a city I'd been in for years and years and years. And I left friends that I met with every week for years. And I left places where I knew the police officers by name, I knew city leaders by name, I knew the plumbers by name, right? I had a community there. And here's what I had to do. I had to be hyper intentional about applying the true research to my life. Okay, so here's what the research says, Jason. All right? Loneliness will kill you, literally. Okay? Yeah. Eating unhealthy will kill you. Not moving and not moving your body, not exercising, not sleeping, those things will kill you. Okay? All of that starts with intentionality. You have to put yourself in a situation where you are hyper intentional about finding friends and connection and community. That could be through a local church. That could be through groups with work. That could be through going up to the YMCA and playing pickup basketball games. There's few people on earth worse at basketball than me, but just putting yourself in a situation where you're going to be around other people. And here's the thing I need you to remember. I want you to write this down. Relationships start with risk, not with certainty. So there is a 100% chance you're going to ask someone to go hang out and they're going to blow you off. And that doesn't mean that you're an idiot. That doesn't mean you're a failure. That means you're just learning. That means that they don't want to hang out with you. Cool, I'm going to move on to the next and on to the next and on to the next. Relationships start with risk. It's always worth it, even if you're on the other end of the negative side of risk, right? And so you're going to have to be hyper intentional about making community. And that's going to be you saying weird things like, hey, man, will you be my friend? And laughing about it. Hey, man, let's go hang out. Why don't you come and hang out at my house? I'll pick up the tab. And it's going to be especially hard during COVID, right? Because some folks have different abilities to hang out, not hang out. Can we do it outside? Can we do it inside? Heading into winter is going to be tough. You're going to have to just be hyper intentional. And then you're going to have to be hyper intentional about taking care of your mental health, which means you're going to have to move, you're going to have to eat right, you're going to have to exercise, you're going to have to do all those things that let you have a good night's sleep, that let you know that you're okay. And then here's the last thing I would challenge you on. I would be very intentional about not calling and or texting my mom every day. Yeah. I want you to set a weaning off schedule, okay? Where you say, I'm going to reach out, I'm going to call once a week. And that's going to push you to develop relationships in other places. And here's something else. It's going to push your mom to have to develop some different support networks too. Because she's probably leaned on you a long time for her own good. She's probably given you meals way past when she should have. And she's probably encouraged you just to stay on at home way longer than she should have because it satisfied a need in her. And you're going to have to let her go develop relationships too. And expect her to call you, crying, I miss you, I wish you would just come home. That's not on you. That's for her to deal with, okay? Yeah. Your responsibility is not making sure that she has friends and not making sure that her relational needs are met. That's her job, okay? Your job is to nobly respect your mom, honor her, care for her, but not to make sure that she doesn't cry. That she doesn't, that her relational needs are met. I've said that over and over. But so have you reached out to somebody? Have you hung out with anybody since you landed in your new town?
No, I haven't.
Okay. That's your goal for this week.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's your goal for this week, is to find somebody to have lunch with, to hang out with, talk to them, say hi. I don't know. I don't even know what you're allowed to do in whatever town you're in. The things are different all over the country. But some places got movie theaters that are open. People are going to concerts and comedy shows, and other places it's like Siberia, right? You just can't move. You just stay in your house all day and just walk circles around your couch. And so I don't know what community you're in, but your job this week is to make connection with somebody. Some group of people would probably be even better, and to start making connection there. Have a backup system that's not your mom. Have a backup system that's not your old bedroom in your old house. It's time for you to go. I'm proud of you for making this call, even though I'm going to poke at you because you're 27. I'm proud of you for waking up and realizing, oh my gosh, I don't want to be a guy who's at 30 living in his mom's house. It's a big move, man. And get some community. Take care of yourself.